Slowly but surely, more and more bones and other types of fossils of past times seem to be found, especially considering dinosaurs and other animal predecessors were still in pretty unknown territories. One thing is for sure though, many animals from primeval times are really scary. Here are 6 animals that luckily have gone extinct. Let's go! Let's start with number 6, Sarkis. So far, only one complete skull of the Sarkis has been found, in 1923 in the midst of Mongolia. Still, scientists were able to deduct some information from this finding. The skull with a length of 32.6 inches seems monstrous if you consider that it's double the size of the skull of a full-grown grizzly bear. After analyzing the skull's properties, scientists assume that the head to the trunk length is nearly 10 feet, with a shoulder height of 6 to 5 feet. So the Sarkis would have been the biggest meat-eating animal living on land. The exact classification of this animal is still unclear, but it seems to have been a meat-eating ungulate. Number 5. Helicoprion. The Helicoprion put scientists all over the world in front of an unsolved task for a long time, because only teeth could be found of the primeval fish. The rest of its skeleton was made of cartilage that can't be preserved long enough, but nobody could understand how the teeth that look a bit like a chainsaw were supposed to fit into the gorge of the fish. New CT scans of a specimen from Idaho show the complete skull of the animal and how it must have eaten. With the help of a 3D reconstruction, other characteristics could be deduced. The huge fish supposedly was nearly 25 feet long and more closely related to the ratfish than to sharks. However, the monster is just as scary. Number 4. Capra. The Capra, also called little crocodile, looks just as terrifying as it sounds. This animal is named after the Greek words kapros for wild boar and sachos for crocodile due to its unusual teeth. As only a skull of the animal has been found, scientists can only guess its appearance and its size. The skull is nearly 20 inches long, so that the Capra must have been 20 feet long. Due to the shape of the eye sockets, as well as the fully developed extensions of the squamosal, it's very likely that the animal mainly lived on land. As a predator, vertebrate the size of a medium-sized dinosaur are thinkable. Number 3. Titanoboa. This snake is just incredible because even though we may find today's anacondas absolutely huge, the Titanoboa was a lot bigger. Around 60 million years ago, the north of today's Colombia was inhabited by these animals, and it caused a lot of havoc in the tropical rainforest. Apparently, it was as long as a school bus and as heavy as a car. This means the length of 45 feet and an astounding weight of 2,200 pounds. Accordingly, its body was so fat that today it would probably have difficulty squashing through a normal door to gobble you up, but they typically ate crocodiles, so humans would have been a light snack. Number 2. Megalodon. The Megalodon is often used in today's horror films, but it actually went extinct a very long time ago. The existence of the megashark is mainly documented through teeth fossils, which date back to 2 to 17 million years ago. As they were found in Australia, Europe, Africa, Asia and America, it is assumed that they existed worldwide. Only a few parts of the monster's spine have been found, as well as ichnofossils such as whale bones with bite marks. There is hardly any information on the body shape, but just looking at the teeth, it's clear that the giant must have been a very scary predator. And number 1. Gigantopithecus. The Gigantopithecus was the biggest monkey of all time. It could have been 9 feet big, so it would have weighed 440 to 1,002 pounds. Sadly, so far we've only found the teeth of the King Kong, which is why estimates are so drastically different. Sadly, we have to assume that many bones of the mega monkey ended up in pulverized form in creams and lotions. Still, the fossils found so far were enough to get a rough idea of the giant, closely related to the orangutan. Many of the last Gigantopithecus died about 100,000 years ago, but the history of the first human settlements in China began 500,000 years ago, which is why our ancestors could have met him. You definitely would not want to meet such a giant unprepared in the woods, or else. Well guys, which other animals have you heard of that have gone extinct and are pretty terrifying? Let us know in the comments. Other than that, you can watch another video here. We'll see you around next time. Until then, take care. Peace out.